In the last session we covered about have you remembered, right? What is the git def, how you can perform, okay, git differences, how you can find, next and after that git log, everything we covered in the last session very clearly, sir. Sir, now the next concept, most valuable concept what we have to discuss is sir, do you know branching? Remember this, what is the concept name? Can you please spell out? Can you please spell out what is the concept name, sir? Branching. Branching, okay. Like sir, what is branching? When we should go for branching concept, like you should have clear clarity about these things, right? Sir, now I will discuss about first what is branching, what is branching. I will discuss what is the need of creating, what is the need of creating a new branch, okay, creating a new branch, what advantages we are going to get if we create a new branch. These things I will discuss next. And after that, various commands are related to branching, various commands are related to branching, like we have to discuss next. I will explain all these commands with a demo example, how you can create a new branch, how you can create a new files in that branch, like we will talk about that next. Multiple scenarios I will explain, multiple scenarios where branching is required, where branching is required next. What are various advantages of branching? Advantages are branching, what advantages we are going to get because of branching. And after completing this, we have to talk about merge operation. So two branches I want to merge, one branch I want to merge with the other branch, how you can perform merge. At the time of merging, maybe a chance of conflicts also, sir. How to resolve merge conflicts, how you can resolve merge conflicts, like these are things we have to discuss in detail. Almost around 2 to 3 sessions we have to specify, we have to spend on this concept. But make sure, sir, okay, these are various important things we are going to discuss related to the branching, okay. Sir, now if I can ask, sir, here related to branching, sir, can you please talk one or two important points, sir? Yes, first important point I'm ready to talk, sir. It is very important concept in version control system, sir. Remember this one, sir. Very important concept, very important concept in version control system, sir. Remember, that's why compulsory everyone should have clear clarity on the branching, okay. Like next, second one, sir. While working on real time projects, okay, if you are working on real time projects, so the concept which is unavoidable, the concept which is mandatory concept and unavoidable concept, unavoidable, okay, unavoidable, unavoidable concept, so is branching, sir, okay. Remember a bit carefully about this terminology. So what is the meaning, sir? This is the most important concept, sir, okay, in version control system. While working on real time code base, if I'm working on a project, sir, okay, so compulsory in the related to version control system, compulsory this concept we should use, you can't avoid this concept. That's why please make sure, sir, you should have clear clarity about this concept, right? Okay, any doubt about this one? Have you observed, right? So these 2 points are going to indicate, boss, it's a very important concept what we are going to discuss, right? Okay, like now up to this we covered multiple examples, right, sir? We created multiple files, sir. We created multiple files, sir. Next, we did several commits, okay. We did several commits, okay. Like all these files whatever we created, all the commits whatever we did are said to be in which branches are master branch. Remember this one, are said to be in master branch. I hope I told already in the last videos, was master branch is the default branch, like have you remembered? Okay, so whatever files we created, whatever commits we did, all these things are happened in which branches are master branch, okay. So I can use the word master branch is a default branch. Can I use the word? Can you please confirm? Yes, friends. Can I use the word it is the default branch or not? Yes, it is the default branch, or we can use the word main branch in Git. Sir, which is the main branch? Okay, what is the default branch will be there? Okay, in the Git itself is master branch. Okay, like next, generally project source code, main source code, where we are going to place it, sir, in the master branch only. Generally, main source code we will place main source code we will place in master branch only. Okay, like sir, please observe very carefully about this one, sir. So branching is a very important concept, so it is unavoidable concept, so you can't compulsory the mandatory concept which is required while working on real-time projects version control systems. Okay, it's a mandatory concept, right? So next, in the last examples we created multiple files and multiple commits. All the files whatever we created, all the commits whatever we did are said to be happened in master branch. Okay, master branch is the default branch or main branch in Git. So generally source code main source code where we are going to place is master branch. Okay, like sir, clear, right? Just the basic introduction. Okay, like now what is the need of creating the branch? Okay, already master branch is there, what is the need of creating a branch, and logically what is the meaning of branch? Like sir, here just observe carefully, right? What is the need creating a branch? Okay, there are multiple use cases we are going to discuss. Let me start the cinema with the one use case, right? Sir, very simple. What I want to take here is just observe carefully, right? Sir, here I'm just working on a project. Okay, working on a project, sir. So multiple files we are going to create. Okay, multiple files we are going to create. Sir, all these files are said to be in which branch? Can you please confirm? All these branches, all these files whatever we created are said to be in which branch? Please confirm. By default in which branch? Why you are silent? Which branch? All the files whatever we created, all the commits whatever we did are said to be in which branches are? Master branch. Master branch. Okay, assume that, sir, this is the master branch. Sir, we created several files, we did several commits to develop a web application. Okay, like I want to develop a small web application for the client requirement. Like next, after, sir, while working on the master branch to develop the web application, suddenly client came, sir, I want Android compatibility also. Okay, the same web application should be open on the should support Android devices also. Assume that. Okay, so for that Android compatibility, I require to do some extra work. What I have to do is, so I won't mess up these things. Okay, array this work as usual continue. For that new feature, whatever the client is expecting, what I will do is I will create a separate branch. Okay, sir, assume that this is a child branch 1. Okay, this is the child branch I'm taking, sir. So this is the first child branch I'm creating. Now this is sir, all Android compatibility work, all Android compatibility work we have to develop in this branch. Okay, like sir, are you in the position to understand, right? Now observe that whatever your regular flow won't be affected because of client new requirement. If the client came up with some new requirement, for that I will create a new branch, and in that branch I will continue the work related to that new feature. Okay, like sir, because of this branching, is there any effect on my main flow, main code base? Can you please confirm? Is there any effect on my main code base? No, sir. Still, if you want, you can commit your changes here. You can commit your changes to the local repository, and even you can push these changes to the remote repository. No problem at all. So you are continue. You can work. Maybe this new feature may require to take 2 to 3 months time. 2 to 3 months time, no problem at all, no issue at all. What I will do, array, there is no problem. This work happily can continue. Now after 2 to 3 months, once this work completed, you can push to the remote repository directly. Regarding, you can push this branch as a separate branch to the remote repository, or instead of that, you can merge this work to the master branch, and we can commit these updations to the remote repository. Is it clear? Yes, friends. So observe that master branch for main flow. Next, child branch for new feature. We have to work on the new feature, like, okay. So this is what you should evade. Next, similarly, sir. So the client came, boss, I want Android compatibility. Can you please work on that? Oh, separate branch. Okay, like you can do that. Suddenly after a few days, again the client came, boss, I want iOS support also. Immediately what I will do? Immediately what I will do? I will create another branch. I will create another branch. We can use the word. This is the child branch too. Now observe that carefully, sir. Now this is the child branch 2. Okay, like, now this child branch 2 is the responsible for iOS compatibility related work. Okay, child branch is the responsible iOS compatibility related work. Remember that a bit very carefully, sir. Now, sir, total how many branches are there with me? Please respond. Total how many branches are there? Three branches. These three branches are independent of each other or not? Independent of each other. Here you can work, next here you can work independently, here you can work independently. Then how many flows of development is there? How many lines, how many flows of development is there? Flows of development. How many flows of development is there? Yes, 3 flows. At any point of time, any flow, so you can commit to the local repository, you can push these changes to the remote repository, like, there is no dependency on other branches, there is no dependency on other activities. Yes, friends, are you in the position to understand clearly, right? So what is the advantage by simply saying, this work, sir? Okay, the biggest advantage here is parallel development. The biggest advantage here is parallel development. We can do that. Next, code organization we can do in a very clean, separated way, very clear way, very clean way. We can organize the source code. Okay, this branch talks about Android related thing. This branch talks about iOS related thing. This branch talks about okay, main web application. Okay, now I hope is very clear for you people, right? So the biggest here advantage is we can work on the new branch without affecting on main code, base. Okay, parallelly we can work such type of facility we are getting because of what such type of thing we are going to get because of branching concept. Remember, right? Okay, so one small thing I have to explain here. Just observe that. Okay, here just Nirmal is asking a small doubt, sir. Maybe helpful for you also. What is doubt? Suppose I will separate workspace from iOS. So what is the difference between the branch? So if you work, if you maintain separate workspace for iOS, then automatically separate repository must be required or not? Respond. Separate repository must be required or not? Next, moreover, so tomorrow I want to merge this workspace with the main workspace. So you require to do manually. Automatic support is not there. If it is the branch, just merging is a matter of 1 second job. Getting? Next, memory wastage won't be, space wastage won't be there, time wastage won't be there. Next, everything will be performed automatically by the Git if we go for separate branch instead of separate workspace. Normal? Are you getting the thing? But anyway, we are at very beginning. So slowly, once we are seeing the concept in reality, then definitely you are going to feel that array branching is the recommended instead of creating separate workspace. Remember, right? Okay. So now I hope everyone in the position to understand basic idea about the branching. Clear, right? When we should go for branching, just a small use case to implement any new feature instead of disturbing your main code base. Better to create a separate better to create a separate work separate branch and starts working on that. Okay, but here from this discussion I want to talk multiple conclusions, right? Sir, here master branch, okay, master branch is the responsible, 1 minute, master branch is the responsible for developing developing, okay, developing web application, for developing web application. Okay, next, assume the child branch 1 is the responsible, child branch 1 is the responsible, sir, for android compatibility work, android, okay, android compatibility work, compatibility compatibility work. Okay, next, child branch 2 itself is the responsible for iOS compatibility work. Okay, so multiple flows are there, multiple flows are there. So parallel development is possible, parallel development is possible. Next, the second thing here is, sir, we can maintain code base or repository very cleanly, okay, very clearly. Organization, code base organization will be very clean, very clean way we will maintain. Okay, sir, up to this, any doubt? Please confirm. Theoretically, are you feeling comfortable? Okay, when we should go for branching, everyone got basic idea. Okay, you are not required to get 100% idea, just basic idea. Okay, well, now here there are some conclusions I want to make. Okay, very important, sir. These conclusions, once we started exercise, or once we started working on the project, then you will get much clarity. But theoretically, first aware the conclusions, right? So the first conclusion, once we create a branch, sir, now this child branch I created this child branch from which branch? Can you please confirm? I created this child branch from which branch I created, sir? Master branch, correct, right? Master branch. Now my question is, all the files whatever there in the master branch, all the commits whatever there in the master branch, by default will be available to the child branch or not? Please confirm. Very important, sir. Very important point. By default available or not? Yes. Okay, all the files, all the commits whatever there in the master branch, by default available to the child branch. Okay, now observe, once we create a branch, once we create a branch, all files and the commits, all files and commits will be inherited from parent branch, from parent branch to child branch, from parent branch to child branch. Okay, this is the first important conclusion. Okay, now in my child branch, is it possible to create new files or not? Okay, in my branch, is it possible to create, new files or not? Yes. Okay, in child branch, okay, we can create new files, we can create new files, and we can perform any changes in the existing files, existing files, and we can commit those changes we can commit those changes based on our requirement. Okay, sir, take very special care, sir. Some student may ask, sir, you created child, is it possible to create new file or not? Array, if you are not going to create new file, if you are not performing any change in the files, then what is the need of creating new flow? Okay, here happily in the master branch, in what way you did the work, in the same work happily you can do in the child branch also, same activities here also we can do, no problem at all. Any doubt? Yes, friends, everyone in the position to understand clearly about the first point. Okay, well, now the second thing, sir. Okay, well, sir, the first point is very simple. Whatever files are there, whatever commits are there in the parent branch, by default available to the child branch. In the child branch, based on our requirement, you can create a new file. In the existing file, you can perform any change, and even you can perform new commits also in the child branch. Okay, like a first point. But second one, very important, sir. Sir, now here my question is, in the child branch, assume that I created a new file. Okay, assume I created a new file. Is this new file is available to the master branch or not? Is this new file, is it available to the master branch or not? Yes, anyone, can you please tell? Is it available or not available? Array, I created one file in the child branch. Is it available to the master branch or not? Okay, take very special care. All these branches are isolated to each other. Remember that all branches are isolated to each other. Isolated means there is no visibility, complete independent. Are you getting? Isolated means complete independent. The changes the changes performed in one branch are not visible to the other branches, to the other branches. Okay, like now I have one small doubt, sir. Okay, whatever file you created in the child branch, it is not visible to the parent. But after creating the child, here I created a new file. Now these new files are visible to the child or not? Can you please confirm? These new files are visible to the child or not? Don't think too much. No, don't think too much. No. Once we create a child branch, once we create a branch, there is no dependency at all. This one and this one, because both are isolated. Remember that. That's why. So the changes performed in one branch are not visible to other branches, even to the child branches also. Okay, like even to the child branches also, right? So if we perform any change here, that change is not visible to the child. If you perform any change in the child branch, that change also not visible to the parent, where all these branches are independent of each other. Any doubt? Please respond. Is it clear, right? Isolated. Next, of course, with the example, with the execution, I will show all these conclusions. Just theoretically aware, sir. Okay. So I will repeat these points while execution. Don't worry. Now the third thing, sir. Very important point. Here this is. Once we completed our work. Once we completed our work in child branch. Sir, I implemented new feature in child branch. Once we completed our work in the child branch, what I have to do? So if you want, you can merge this branch, okay, to the parent branch. You can merge this branch with the master branch, and then you can commit. This is the option 1. Or option 2, happily you can commit, you can push these changes to the remote repository directly, no problem at all. Are you getting right? Okay, so two chances are there. You can push as a new feature separately to the remote repository, or you can merge that with the master branch itself is possible. Is it clear? Respond. Once we completed our work in child branch, okay, like in the child branch, okay, we can merge that new branch, that new branch with the master branch, with the master branch, with the master branch. Okay, or we can push that branch directly to the remote repository, remote repository. All these things I will discuss in the next level with the example. Don't worry at all. So that's all. These are the three important conclusions what you people should aware, sir. So once we created, by default from the parent branch, all files and commits are inherited. Next, in the child branch, you can create new files also, no problem at all. Next, and after that, all branches are isolated to each other. The changes performed in one branch are not visible to the other branches. Next, once we completed our work in the child branch, you can merge that branch with the master branch, or we can push that branch directly to the directly to the, we can push that branch directly to the remote repository itself is possible. Next, sir, is there any restriction? Is there any restriction? Okay, how many number of branches you can create? No restriction at all. Any number of branches you can create, no problem at all. Good enough. Are you getting? No such type of any restriction is not there. Okay, like based on your requirement, you can create. Okay. Now here just observe that. Observe carefully. Yes. Any doubt about this diagram? Can you please confirm? Any doubt about this diagram? Master branch is responsible to develop web application. Child branch 1 is responsible for Android compatibility work. Child branch 2 is responsible for iOS compatibility work. Next, here just observe this a bit carefully, sir. This diagram also very important. Have a look once, sir. Okay, sir, it is the master branch. Okay, it is the master branch. Sir, commit 1 I did, and then I created some files, or I did some changes. With that, I created commit 2. Okay, suddenly client came, boss, I want a new feature. Okay, what I will do is I will create a new branch. Okay, now I'm start working on that. So meanwhile, I can work, even I will continue my main master branch continuation. I will add some files here, commit. I will add some files here, commit. Okay, I will add some files here, commit, like. So now parallelly, you can work on child branch also. You can work on child branch, a separate branch to work on new feature. Next, once this work got completed, you can merge that with the master branch, or otherwise you can push directly to the remote repository. Are you feeling comfortable? Now how many flows are there? Can you please observe that? How many flows are there in this diagram? Two flows. The blue color itself is nothing but what? Master branch. Next, the red color itself is nothing but my own branch. Okay, to implement a new feature. Respond. The same point only I'm showing, so that theoretically you have to get much clarity. Any doubt? Clear, right? Yes, friends. So up to this, you have idea what is the meaning of branch, when we should go for branching concept, a basic use case. That's all, friends. If any person is asking, can you, what is the definition of branch? What is the definition of the branch? Can I use the word? Yeah, independent flow of development. Correct? Correct, right? Just like our multi-threading in Java, multiple flows are there. The same way development also, an independent flow of development itself is nothing but, okay, branch. Okay, like